So what happens when you tie an iPhone to a quad? Alright, it is extremely windy out here. I mean, it is insanely windy. And I just wanted to see what would happen if I put the cell phone on the quad. I was hoping that the picture would be really good because this is an iPhone 6. And iPhone 6 has that stability thing going on with it. But it seems like every camera that I use to put on the quad, I get these crazy waves in it, and I can't figure out what I can do to stop the waves in the camera. So this thing's extremely heavy in the front. So when I am just hovering, it wants to lean forward and it wants to go a little bit forward. So let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. I'm gonna see how high I can get this to go here. From the ground, when I shoot this thing straight up, it is so tiny, and it gets really close to the clouds to the point that I think that I'm in the clouds, but I really can't tell. Plus, I can't tell how high it is because it doesn't have an altimeter, and, well, you know, I just don't know. I turned off the cell phone, so I put it on airplane mode. Wait a minute, put it in quadcopter mode. And I just didn't want any Wi-Fi, you know, popping through or some sort of cellular thing happening to where it'd mess up the signal to, you know, the controller. That would really suck. But anyways, it gets up pretty high. The wind is just blowing this. I mean, it's hard for me to keep it right in front of me. It's almost like I'm going full throttle to go forward just to maintain this particular heading and altitude and speed. In a second, I'm going to let this thing drop as far as quickly as I can and catching it as soon as I get back down to earth. What a view up there. Pretty interesting. I'm watching this actually for the first time while I am narrating it. And I really dislike the wave. I wonder if there's something that we can do. If you're a quad person and you put your own video on your quad, do you get this weird waving effect? And what do you do to get rid of it? I don't know. It sure looked like I was a lot higher when I was down on the ground, but it looks like it's getting kind of high there. I wish there was some way of telling what the altitude is. Alright, there I am. I am bringing it back down to earth as quickly as I can and caught it right before it hit the ground. That's pretty cool. I'm not a fan of watching these quadcopters with video with this loud music in the background, so that's the reason why I'm narrating it here. Oh, okay, this is where I was trying to go backwards against the wind, and I just wasn't getting any headway that way either. Yeah, the wind was just too much. I think what I'll do is I'll try this again, and maybe I'll put a counterweight on the other side so it's even, and I'll do it during a day when it's a little bit nicer. Obviously, I don't need the life-proof case on. I mean, I don't think that anything's going to happen to this thing. Especially since I'm not taking it so far out that I'll never find it, in case it does drop out of the sky. Which is interesting because after I land it, I'm like, let's go ahead and put this thing on the bottom of the camera, or the quadcopter, and let's see if we can get some really good aerial. So let's see what we can do here. The battery just wiggled out. I'm glad it just happened now and not when it was up there a freaking mile. That was weird. Really weird. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, something's not right, and the battery thing came out again. It was just shaking a lot. So, that's it for the day. I don't know what the hell happened. All right, but all I can say is cool footage.